Today I'm going to be making Baboti, which is a traditional dish of the Cape Malay people in South Africa. I'm going to show you sort of the process that I used to come up with the recipe that I'm posting here. Babette sent me the recipe that her staff uses, and I've changed it to make it a little bit more Americanized and a little simpler. So I start with my recipe always. I've always got a pen, and I make copious notes as I cook. In this pan I have already sauteed the onions. They are ready, and I'm using a deep dish, or a deep-sided, about a 12-inch skillet here. I've got my dish ready and oiled to go for baking, and it's the length is about 12 inches from rim to rim. The width is about 9 inches. This is just an old au gratin dish that I happen to have that works perfectly for this. Then I have my ingredients already pre-measured and ready to go. I've got the first set of spices already set to go, the chopped fruit and chutneys, the ground beef, and that's grass-fed organic beef that I've got. This is the bread that's soaking in milk to soften it. My tin of tomatoes is opened, the eggs, the bay leaf, cinnamon and vanilla for the top with cream, which isn't out of the fridge yet. So my meat has cooked with all the spices and it smells very aromatic. Next I'm going to be adding the dried fruit and chutneys and the diced tomatoes in puree. And I'll be mixing this up and cooking it for about 20 to 30 minutes. After just a couple minutes of cooking this part, I'm also going to be adding the bread that's been soaking in milk. And I put mine through a strainer and reserved the milk for the topping to add to the eggs. And I'm going to be adding cream to the milk so that I get about a total of a half a cup for the topping. So this is going to cook once the breadcrumbs soaked bread is in there for about 20 to 30 minutes till it's really all the liquids evaporated. So I put my ground beef in the dish, and I have I've evened the top of it with my bench scraper. You can see it looks a little yellow because there's so much turmeric in this. So you may want to make it very, very even on top so that when you pour the custard part, it will go over evenly. Finally, I covered the top with the custard and put 4 bay leaves on top for decoration. My friend who's here at my house today said that the topping smells like I'm making French toast. So we're ready to put it in the oven, and I'll show it to you after it's baked. So here's the Baboti after cooking for 25 minutes. It's bubbling still around the edges, and it looks absolutely wonderful. I wish you could smell it too. I also put out a small souffle dish, and I was thinking that this might be nice to serve to make into individual casseroles. You could probably make 6 out of what's in this big pan. You could probably make 6 little casseroles, and if you were having a dinner party, it would be a fun way to serve it, to sort of switch it up. Again, you know, the design stayed on top. It looks really marvelous, and we'll see what it looks like when we eat it. And here we are, Baboti.